from insane descriptions.
They got a lady up in they close the doors, about 250 people in there. They have a lady at the front. They got her spread eagle, you know what I'm saying? Which I think should be our national bird, you know what I'm saying? Boy, I salute that, dude. I doubt any brothers would kneel if they fucking let that thing fly across the stadium. I know that.
I hope you write that down. That's really funny.
To the wildest stories.
When I masturbate these days, it looks like two white guys getting out of a submarine.
Hunt for the Red October.
Here are Theo Von's most craziest moments making women lose it for 10 minutes straight.
Your dad, I'm like, why aren't you? Because he's gonna die. And we'd be like, well, fine then. I hope he does die.
Oh my God. Oh, but that's when you were a kid. You didn't know any better. Fine.
Theo Von has this way of talking that just pulls people in. And before you know it, you're laughing until your stomach hurts. There's no escaping it. He's got a gift for making the wildest stories sound so relatable.
Winner, Jenner, Kendall and Kylie.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Good.
Now, how long have you two been sisters for?
Like 5 years now, right?
Next thing you know,
Have you ever noticed how Theo can say the most random things and still get the whole room cracking up? It's like he's got a direct line to your funny bone.
And he was just resting, so we'd literally just we'd warm our hands over him like he was a fire. But she was always like, go spend time by him, you know?
Time by.
Did he smell like old person?
You know you're in for a ride when Theo starts talking. His stories are like a roller coaster, with unexpected twists and turns that leave you gasping for air from laughing too hard.
Look, I could get a new job. I could easily open up a poke shop.
Okay.
I could sell poke, man. Easily.
always I wanted to talk about orgasmic meditation because I got into that for a while.
Theo Von doesn't just tell jokes. He creates whole worlds with his words. You're there, hanging on every sentence, and suddenly you realize you've been laughing for minutes straight.
You know, this lady called me up. Her husband's sitting there like a straight muppet. I'm like, this ain't for you, lady. Like, I was dead asleep. You're saying that my natural biological
what
process?
happened?
She had the attendant come over.
Yeah.
And the attendant's trying to, stay out of a lawsuit.
Yeah.
So, try not to say anything.
I swear, Theo has this uncanny ability to make even the most normal situations sound like they're out of a comedy sketch. He makes you rethink everything you thought you knew about humor.
The situation is, if anything, I'm so curious if there's a dry shampoo or is there an LA Looks
Dry
gel?
shampoo.
Is this a hot oil? Is there a
It might be a
tea?
VO5
Is there
thing.
a glue gun involved? I'm just not sure.
What is it about Theo Von's voice that makes his jokes hit so much harder? It's like he's got this laid-back delivery that somehow makes everything sound even funnier.
Well, you're tall, too. It's not fun trying to fuck a tall girl, really, honestly.
Oh no! Really?
I mean, here's the thing. I come in, I'm that fucking Polish bad boy. I roll in at 6 feet, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm that Polish Nicaraguan, I roll in at that.
I dare you to listen to Theo for just 5 minutes and not find yourself laughing. He could be talking about a sock, and somehow it becomes the funniest thing you've ever heard.
They're
Dude,
and they're nice.
the lifeguard can take the day off. You feel me? She's got those unsinkable battleships,
Whitney's on
bro.
duty. Yes.
Yeah, she's got those U-boats, dude. If I were that baby, I would never grow past 2 months.
Theo Von doesn't just make you laugh, he gets you in a headlock of humor you can't escape. You'll be laughing for 10 minutes straight, and you'll never see it coming.
Okay, I'm just saying because,
Yeah, maybe she's trying to get rid of me.
yeah, if somebody rolls up,
I never thought about it. I'm gonna call her.
yeah, man, that's swimmer's myth, they
That's
call
it.
it.
That's it.
That shit is, that's
That's some hardcore stuff.
The way Theo weaves his stories together is like magic. 1 minute, you're just nodding, and the next, you're laughing so hard you forget where you are.
And it's hard. It's definitely, you have to have a little bit more of a plan. You got to really want to fuck a tall girl.
Oh, wow, Bobby met this girl probably online, because he doesn't go out and do anything.
Have you ever watched Theo Von just go off for 10 minutes? It's like a comedic marathon, and you'll be out of breath by the end. but in the best way.
National bird, you know what I'm saying, boy? I salute that, dude. I doubt any brothers would kneel if they fucking let that thing fly across the stadium. I know that. Why?
I hope you write that down. That's really funny.
Theo's humor isn't just funny, it's therapeutic. You could be having the worst day, and then he says one thing, and suddenly you're in stitches.
Oh, it can last 3 or 4 days, kind of in a mild tone.
An erection?
No, not the erection, just that little fervor.
What does it do? Serotonin? It increases the serotonin in your brain? Is that what Cialis does? Do you know what it's doing to you neurologically?
No.
Okay.
Well, and it's like,
Listening to Theo Von is like getting a front row seat to an improv comedy show, but with way more weird and hilarious characters popping in and out of the mix.
I don't want to say like a Postmates or something, but he got a Postmates and you showed up. You know, he got hella lucky off a burrito. Like, that's what I was thinking. And
Hooking up with one of these guys, and I'm like, you idiot.
Theo Von doesn't need fancy props or setups. He just has a way of making everyday situations sound like the funniest thing ever. It's a superpower, really.
Yeah, he did have her quiet down a little bit, and she didn't mind it. I don't think is a little bit of attention. But one thing I want to say is this. So
I think a lot of people get married or whatever.
Yeah.
The beauty of Theo's humor, it's so unpredictable. 1 minute he's talking about something completely random, and the next, it's an all-out laughter explosion.
I mean, look,
Kicking it down, and Bobby's just on the John, you know, just looking up.
There weren't that many female comics like when I started. Like now there's like a ton, but
No.
I felt like
it
I
was
had
like you, Barry Sobel.
Judy Tenuta,
Yeah.
Phyllis Diller.
No, there weren't as many.
Undeniably cute. Bobby's
So
probably
With Theo Von, you never know what you're in for. His stories are like an unpredictable storm of humor that leaves you laughing harder than you thought possible.
you're
that
right.
thing is not steel clad. That's not metal clad. He has diarrhea all day long.
Oh, yeah. He
On
looks-
oatmeal. You know?
He actually looks like where diarrhea started. If somebody were to, I don't know if they can trace it, but I could see.
Sometimes Theo's humor feels like a secret club you're part of. You just get it, and suddenly, you're laughing for minutes straight, surrounded by everyone else who's in on the joke.
Lower, more pressure, less pressure. Can you go a little faster, please? Can you go a little slower,
Okay.
please? To the right, to the left. Now slide. Now slide. Now.
You could try to predict where Theo's jokes are going, but trust me, you'd be wrong every time. He's got a way of catching you off guard that makes everything 10 times funnier.
And then I got a picture of Chris next to Chris Rock by the bathroom, and he was not happy about it. And I made his wife take it. Asked his wife to take it and didn't make her do anything. This isn't a Me Too.
Theo Von makes it look easy, like he's just casually chatting, but somehow he manages to make you lose it for 10 straight minutes. It's all part of his charm.
Imagine having tits at fucking 5. Them bags. Imagine having those big, beautiful.
Or what kind of, when you think Whitney, who do you think? Definitely not Houston. You're
I
conflating
think
me
of
for.
Hugh's tits. That's what I think of. To be honest with you, no
Really,
offense.
Whitney?
Very funny.
The magic of Theo's humor, he's able to turn the simplest of observations into hilarious gold. That's a rare talent, and he's got it in spades.
And I was feeling so great that night. And it was such a fun night that I was like, I deserve this. I deserve to get fingered tonight. And so
I'm taking him behind the bowling alley tonight.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
If you've ever laughed for 10 minutes straight while listening to Theo Von, you know exactly what I mean. His ability to keep the humor flowing is just incredible.
you got in and
I was in, yeah. I was in for like 6 months. Oh, dude, I got bit by a fucking Bichon up in Topanga Canyon touching some lady. Yeah. And it was all sanctioned. This was sanctioned, by the commission or whatever. This was
Theo Von's brand of humor isn't just about the punchlines, it's about the delivery. His relaxed style tricks you into thinking you're just having a conversation, but then you're doubled over in laughter.
and then they're like, damn, this dude's gay or whatever, you know? And then they're stuck with a gay husband. But I think a lot of women.
Being married to a gay man would be fun because there's a feminine energy to him that would be like almost like having a girlfriend.
Oh, it's the
kind of thing.
largest Pomeranian you can have if you're a woman.
If you're having a bad day, all you need is a few minutes of Theo Von. He'll have you laughing so hard that nothing else will matter for a while.
I feel like when you come in, you already have roommates. You just don't know where they are. You know what I'm saying? I like that fucking just dirty shithole.
It's amazing. Yeah, I'm not totally sure how it comes together. Like
There's no plans, nothing.
Every time you think you've heard it all from Theo, he hits you with something new. It's like a never-ending fountain of hilarity that keeps you laughing for 10 minutes straight.
And we'll be
It's
cured.
kind of amazing, but it'll
I think it could
lift up
happen.
cars also.
Well, fuck it. Sometimes you got to. Hey, dude, look. Just select Toyotas, and some of them need to go. One time, the only game I ever went to for the Lakers was when Kobe scored 81 points.
Listening to Theo Von is like pressing the play button on a comedy track that has no pause. Once he starts, you're in for a fun ride.
Black Baby wins every time, dude. But you do paper Bobby Black Baby, dude. Bobby beats Black Baby sometimes, man.
Oh, dang.
I was like, okay. I thought you were going to put me in a headlock. You making me bath salts.
Bath salts are... People die from them, though, huh?
Theo has this unique way of making humor feel like an unexpected adventure. It's like you're stumbling into the funniest situation possible without even realizing how you got there.